Salut la famille and welcome on this new behind the scenes with the stunning Magdalena. This shoot is a little bit different from what I usually do, as I was inspired by a photo shoot I saw on the internet of a lady in a park in lingerie, and I wanted to try something similar, even if I won't categorize that as my style. The shoot took place in a public park in Warsaw, Poland, around 10 AM. And since it's a summer day, the sun rises around 4 AM, so at 10, the light is already harsh. And this is one of the reasons for the location choice. The first thing you will notice is that the location is fully in shadow. The pictures are meant to have soft light, and direct sunlight can make them harsh and tricky to edit. The second consideration is I chose a place that was more or less surrounded by trees, as the model will be in lingerie and we might need some privacy. And of course they will look nice. And lastly, I chose a location where I can have a bright spot in the background, and you can see the sunny area here in the background. The first few pictures we took were of Magdalena in the same dress that she came with. She was wearing this beautiful purple dress. I always recommend starting with the easiest shots and also with your least favorite outfit, just to break the ice and warm up. In our case, Magda will be posing in lingerie in a public place, so starting with pictures fully clothed is great for us to get comfortable. Magda did an amazing job with the decoration, as she brought some flowers, books and some newspaper, and we also had a vintage camera. Now that we have shaken up the dust, the model got into her first main outfit, which is this beautiful purple lingerie set. For the pictures, I decided to use mostly my Sigma 35 1.4 because I wanted to have pictures with a nice bokeh. If you notice on the way how I am framing most of the shots, I try to get the bright background always in the frame, to contrast a little bit and give some warmth to the pictures. What I recommend for such a shoot is to always bring a lot of props. In our case, we had some newspaper, books, flowers, and a vintage camera. Bring things to spice up the pictures a little bit. Regular park pictures without any props will look a bit empty and boring. Also, props help inspire you and the model for poses. For a few pictures, I use my Samyang 24 to 72.8, and the reason is that I plan to use a black mist filter for all the session. If you are not familiar with the black mist filters, they generally soften the image and make the highlights hazier, which gives a pleasing vibe. I have an 82mm filter and a bunch of reduction adapters to adapt it to smaller diameter lenses. But once in the location, I discovered that I forgot the adapter for the Sigma 35. That messed up my plans, but I managed to use it for some pictures on the Samyang. So guys, always double check your equipment before the shoots. Here I changed the lens for my Sigma 85 1.4 for a few pictures. As you might know, a 1.4 at 85mm will give you much shallower depth of field than a 35mm, and that will automatically make the pictures look dreamier. I really love the 85mm and its compression and also the bokeh it gives. But the drawback of shooting with something that tight, like an 85 or 70-200, is that you have to be a little bit far from the model. And this creates a disconnect between you and the model if you have to shout instructions all the time. I prefer to shoot with something a little bit wider, so I get closer to the talent. However, the effect that an 85 gives is unmatched. Here Magdalena wore her second outfit, which is the main one for the shoot. As when I had the idea for the session, I pictured the model in a white lingerie set and some pearls, to give this image of luxury and classiness. All that combined with the elegant look of Magda, it made a great combo. When it comes to posing and framing, we followed the same logic and almost the same poses and pictures we did for the first outfit. We just made sure that we incorporated the newspaper on the pictures and also played a little bit more with the vintage camera. As a general rule, try as many poses as you can. Do not discard ideas for poses before trying them. Try to take as many as you can and ask your model to give you as many looks as possible, even the ones that you think will look bad. And also try shooting from different angles. At the end of the session and before wrapping up, I took the vintage lens on the prop camera, a Helios 55mm f2. It's a Soviet M44 lens infamous for its circular bokeh. I have an adapter to use it with my Sony a7 IV, but for some reason the pictures don't look as good as they do with DSLR. I'm not sure if it's the flange distance of mirrorless, but on my previous Canon 6D the results were amazing. That's all for this video. If you guys want me to keep sharing those behind the scenes, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video if you know anyone who might like it. And see you on the next one. Bye.